Hey everybody, this is Courtney. Just kind of wanted to show you guys a little demonstration of a lab that I got built in GNS3, as well as my hardware. So just want to show you the topology. So this here, all these here are hardware routers. My software routers that I'm using in GNS3 are my edge routers. This is actually an MPLS network. I plan on implementing traffic engineering. That's why you're seeing everything in a single area 0. But for the most part, this is an MPLS enabled core. One of the cool things I just got finished doing is I've also been studying for the CCNA voice stuff, and kind of this is my first time playing around with the CU, CME, and all that good stuff. So one of the things that I did was after I got this lab set up, and I can just show you how the that the MPLS is working. I'll jump into router 2, which is one of my LERs, one of my LER hardware routers, and this router is actually 1841. So let me get out of here. It's router 4. I want to get to router 2. I'm in router 2. So you could do a show IP route, and you can see these are all the routes that are happening within the MPLS core network. And then I also have a customers network being mimicked here, the CE router, which is CEA, the VRF CEA, and it's connecting with the 138.210.20 and show IP VRF. You can see that my CEA VRF is there. So if I do a show IP route VRF CEA, I'm actually learning. You see the routes that I'm getting via BGP. I'm getting these routes via my LER neighbors, going kind of bypassing the core. Not really bypassing it, but riding on top of the core. So as you can see, the updates that I'm getting from 3.3.1, which is router 3, and then from 6.6.1, which is router 6, bypassing me. So that's how that's working. And then I can show you a quick demonstration when I do a trace route in the MPLS core. You can see the labels happening. And then also for the MP-BGP portion of it, when I have the NLRI tags being passed via BGP for my customers' traffic, I can do a ping trace route VRF CEA and then 6.6.1. And as you can see, the inner and outer labels that are going on, one's at the BGP and then the MPLS core. So that's all working and functioning. So one of the cool things that I did, like I said, was on the edge routers for 7 and 8, which is on this network, 7 and 8, right? These two are representing California and Colorado. And essentially, these edge routers are these customer edge routers are actually serving as right now Unity servers. So from there, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the configuration there for router 7. So if I show ePhone, you can see that it's registered. I got a phone in California that's registered, and that's actually running on this server 2003 box that's running on my local machine. And then I have a MacBook Pro that's running another VM that's connected through my lab network. That's running off of router 8. Show ePhone. And I kind of just had a how do you just say an exciting moment. I always did the CME configurations before on the same LAN. I never did it across LAN, so this is simulating going over the MPLS network. And one of the cool things that happened is I was able to make a call. So this is extension 1001, which is hanging off of router 7. We go back here, right? And then we have extension 1002, who's hanging off of router 8. And I have a DALP here set up on both routers, and I can show you that there. And just show run section dial and show run section dial. And just to show you guys that this is actually working through the MPLS network. I'm not actually besides the edge association that I have with the CE, everything is happening through the customer's private network from their point of view. You'll see that with the dial plan. So the dial plan for a destination pattern of 1001, and like I said, 1002 was registered off of this phone, off of this router here. It's gonna do a session target of 138.210.2.2, which is the edge router on router 7. And you can see he's handling 1001. Takes a little second. I got a little been kind of running the heck out of this computer. As you can see, his session target is 2.2 and his session target is 3.2. We go here, show IP interface brief, and we see that's working. We see that there. So vice versa, and that's by configuration. My session target is ending at these two edge IPs. So it's traversing through the MPLS network for the customer, and his two CME routers are talking at this point. So show you guys, I'm gonna ahead and make a call. I don't know if you're gonna hear it in the background, but my MacBook, I have it turned up, so I'm gonna make a call to. So I'll pick up line 1. And I'm gonna make. I don't know if you hear the dial tone back there, and then I'll call dial right here. So it's ringing now. You can hear my computer. It's kind of freaking out, but this is my other PC that I'm getting a call from 1002. And that's happening through the dial plan, so if I can answer the phone as well. Like I said, this computer, I'm kind of working the heck out of it, so it's taking its job. I can't really do much with that. You know what? I'm going to do the call vice versa, because this thing is acting pretty chunky right now. So I'm going to go back here onto my server. Dial 1002. And now my MacBook is working. And hello. So as you guys can see, I answered the call and all that stuff. You can hear it in the background, but go ahead and end it. So just wanted to show you guys how awesome GNS3 is. Thanks again for all your work. I'll show you the GNS3 topology. It's a little crazy right now due to the fact that we had the problem with the Ethernet switch. So all these routers that you're seeing here are actually cloud interfaces going into my Ethernet interface, and I'm just trunking into the Ethernet. So it looks like it's all one. Looks essentially, if I had a switch there, I would have one Ethernet cloud connected to the switch and trunking everything through the switch. But since the Ethernet switch is kind of having some issues, I just set up individual clouds for each connection and just trunking individually to each Ethernet interface. So this is my topology. Thanks again, guys. Oh yeah, and like I said, my other computer, the other VM that you're looking at here, this is actually bridged on to my Ethernet interface that's going into my hardware switch. And then this one is bridged in, coming in through router 7 and GNS3. So like I said, I just wanted to really show you guys the flexibility of the software and the things that you can do, and as long as you have the know-how, the objectives you can complete. So thanks again, Jeremy, and all the rest of the team for all your hard work.